Gary Roach. I'm a licensed battlefield guide at Gettysburg National Military Park. I am also the great-great-grandson of Captain Patrick DeLacy, who will fight here on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of 1863. 50 years after the battle, he will now make it back with the boys this summer, and he's interviewed by a local paper in his hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and he will record all 3 days here at Gettysburg. In our video tour today, we're using some of his words. We are now in the afternoon of day 2, looking down Cemetery Ridge. Directly behind me is the secondary monument to the 143rd Pennsylvanians. The larger monuments behind that is the sister brigade, the Vermont Brigade. And here's the words of Patrick DeLacy on the late afternoon of day 2. We hear the tramp of feet and sight troops coming up from the south. Famished, we run among the newcomers and beg for hardtack. It is handed out to us, enough of it to relieve us. We are stationed on Cemetery Ridge and ready any minute to get into the thickest of the fighting. An order comes that we are to hold our place and remain in reserve. So the lieutenant and I go among the boys of the regiment, learning the dead and the wounded of the previous day. I learned of a small boy in my company having lost his life, his head having been blown off by a shell. He was a great little friend of mine, and every time I have gone to Washington, I have visited his grave in Arlington Cemetery. The rebels have captured two of our guns, and the order comes for us to take them. It is only a skirmish, but it is a lively while it lasts. Finally, we regain the guns. For the remainder of the day, we hold our position, expecting every minute to receive the orders that will send us into the fighting again. As the hours go by and we are not called into service, we lie in the field and rest, that we may be in the proper trim when the call does come. What you're looking at is the battle line of the Union Army on days 2 and 3, and the coppice trees directly in front of the camera will be the aiming point on July 3 of General Lee's Army of Northern Virginia. We will now go to day 3 for the last day of the battle.